Candace Roush with eXp Realty here back with another version of Community Connection. I'm still and will continue to be on a mission to introduce you to small businesses in our community. And today I am with Steve Lingenfelter. And he is, as some of you may have already known, has just started up a new business, much needed business here in the community. He is the owner of Roosevelt Equipment Rentals. He's got his new business page on Facebook, so check that out. Like I said, his equipment rental business here is going to really improve this community. Give us something that we don't have. I think you said that the closest rental place is Globe or Basin. Globe or Basin. Yeah. So here we are. We got him local.
Yeah. I should say as well that as far as ownership of the business, I'm in partnership.
Okay.
My wife and I are in partnership with some great friends and neighbors, Guy and Courtney Geisler. So it's actually a partnership arrangement that we have.
Geisler?
Geisler.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're also new to the. He's got a little neighborhood over here off of Ewing that, and I'll give you his business address. But that he's got a lot for his equipment. His partner is in a lot within the same neighborhood here, the cul-de-sac. So, yeah. Well, thanks for mentioning that. What is the first name again? His first name?
Guy.
Guy Geisler.
Guy Geisler.
Oh, that's easy to remember.
Yeah. Yeah. Great guy.
Yeah. So other than that, let's get to know Steve and his new venture a little bit. So can you describe Roosevelt Equipment Rentals and what type of equipment you rent?
Yeah, Roosevelt Equipment Rentals is a brand new business we just launched. We're really excited about that. It's basically, at this point, it's heavy equipment, construction equipment, farm equipment. It's got all of that covered, but we have everything from skid steers, which are really, really cool to run, backhoes and skip loaders. We've got a Mini X, brand new Mini X, which we're really, really thrilled with. Dump trailer, 14,000 pound dump trailer, which is really great. It's great to be able to load it and just dump it and move on. We've also got a flatbed tilt trailer as well. And there's something else. What else do we have there? I lost it.
We'll take a tour out there.
Yeah, we'll take a tour.
We'll remember because we'll see it. So.
Well, we're in the process this week. We'll be picking up a water trailer. That's
water
what it
trailer.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1,000-gallon water trailer, and we're in the process this week of picking up another water trailer, 550-gallon water trailer, and a smaller Kubota backhoe, so that those who might be intimidated by the big case backhoe that we have, they can get the smaller Kubota and feel really comfortable.
Yeah, if you just want to move a little bit of dirt or dig a small trench.
Yeah,
probably wouldn't work for utility trenches, but if you want to dig irrigation for a sprinkler system or watering system or something, then that's perfect. Somebody like me can handle that.
Yeah, exactly.
Handle that. What made you, other than the obvious, decide to open this business?
Well, probably, I guess maybe that's a twofold answer to that question. One is my partner and I realizing that, wow, there's a need here. Because as you said, the closest place to get rental equipment is either Basin or Globe. And the downside of that is the travel time. When you sign the paperwork, whether it be in Basin or Globe, once you sign that paperwork, the clock is ticking on your time of rental. And so you may spend 45 minutes to an hour just driving to your site where you're going to be working, and then another 45 minutes to an hour driving back. That's all calculated. Here, we're in many cases minutes away. So we realized having it right here local would be a great service to the community. So that is a real motivator for us. As well as a second part to that is we realized that there's a lot of people moving in that need to clear property, that need to have access to equipment like this. And a lot of people go out, or some anyway, go out and they buy a piece of equipment. The downside to that is not only are they expensive, $20, $30, $40, $60,000, but then it's one piece of equipment. You're always stuck with that one piece of equipment and the maintenance and all the expense that's involved with taking care of that. With us, instead of buying a piece of equipment, you can rent multiple pieces of equipment
For
at
a
different
fraction
times.
of the cost.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the maintenance costs. If it breaks down, it's on us, not on you. So you get to walk away from it, if you will. So it's a lot cleaner. I think it's more economical. And again, you have all the varieties. For example, a skid steer. Our skid steer has several attachments to it. Whether it be the bucket on the front, whether it be you want to bore holes in the ground for post holes, we have that available. Forklift, we have that, and we also have a grapple for that.
Okay, we had to take a quick break. Steve had some gravel delivered.
Right.
So we were talking about, I think the type of equipment that you have and why you open the business. One thing that came to my mind is, and we were talking about this a little bit earlier about delivery.
Yeah.
Of course, if you have it delivered from Basin or Globe, the delivery is just probably horrendous.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about your delivery service?
Yeah. Well, there's actually two ways that you can get a hold of our equipment. One is that if you have an appropriate truck and trailer to be able to haul the equipment, you can come and pick it up here at our yard and take it and go do your thing, and there's no fee attached to that at all. Or you can have delivery. I will personally deliver and pick up the equipment to your location. There is a fee for that. It's actually a nominal fee compared to what most rental companies are charging. It's $40 within a 10-mile radius of where we're located. And so basically you pay $40 for one-time fee for both delivery and pickup. And outside of that 10-mile radius is $3 per mile thereafter. So if you are 12 miles out, it's going to be the $40 plus an additional $6. And that's forward and backwards.
Okay, so that's drop off and pickup.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't beat that, especially
Yeah.
in this area. And I think you said something about there was a $300 delivery fee from Globe.
Yeah.
So yeah, $40 is very nominal.
Well, $300, that was just one way.
That was one way.
So it's like, okay.
You did
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more as your business grows, what your goals are.
Our goals are one, we really do want to service the community. I guess that's a major motivator for us. Kind of like you have a community mindset, we do too. And we see the need, so we want to be able to service the need. And we want to be able to expand our business as well. Right now, we are small, we're just starting out. We have several pieces of equipment available, but we look to add quite a bit more equipment as we learn from the community what the needs are, what their needs, what their wants are, and then we'll add to our fleet as we go along. Right now, we're located on the east side of the creek. We've got a great location, a great yard, all that, but we'd like to be in a more prominent place, possibly on the other side of the creek, maybe along 188, where we're more recognized by people passing by and so. So we do look forward to the future, being able to move over to that other side of the creek and have an even greater number of pieces of equipment to rent, and maybe even expand what that looks like. People have asked us, do you rent things like shampooers for the carpet? And right now the answer is no, we don't. But who knows? If the need is really there, and especially if we can get a storefront, then we might start offering that kind of.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember somebody asking recently about a shampoo, and I'm like, I got one, I'll use.
Yeah.
You just have to find out where to buy the soap.
Yeah,
at Walmart.
exactly.
So, how long have you lived in Tonto Basin here, and what do you enjoy most about it?
Well, it's interesting. I'm glad you asked that because we've been around these parts for a lot of years. We kind of grew up, if you will, around here. My wife's grandparents lived on the other end of the lake, down at the resort side. And so we went down there. That would be our weekend thing. We'd play down there, and we did a lot down there. But we always loved it here on this end of the lake, on the Tonto end. So when we started thinking about retiring and doing something here, we saw ourselves doing it on the north side of the lake here in Tonto. So about 18 years ago, we bought the property that we live now. We bought it and we became kind of weekenders, I guess. And then about a little over 8 years ago, we moved up here full time. And so we love it here. you can't beat a place where, granted, it's a little hot right now in the summertime, yes, but in 25, 30 minutes, I can be up Picture Mountain and I can be up in the cool pines.
Right.
Or I can go down to the lake and be out there boating or just rafting or whatever I want to do. So that's a pretty nice arrangement to be able to live in one place and have all that at your fingertips. So
Just go outside blindfolded and have your wife spin you around and I'll tell you where you're going. You got 20 minutes, you can get anywhere.
Yeah,
20,
that's exactly
30
right.
minutes, you can get anywhere.
That's exactly right. Hard to beat.
And there's some amazing trails and waterfalls during the rainy season that are always fun to go and explore too.
And you know, the community itself is great. The people here, it's a small community. People do care about each other by and large. And that's been my experience. And so we just really love that. It fits us.
Yeah.
And I think we fit it.
Yeah. The most you get in a bigger city is maybe your immediate neighbors, if that.
Yeah.
If that, you know. Sometimes it takes years to meet the people that live next door to you.
Yeah.
So at least here you can live 2-3 miles away from somebody, you know them, you meet up with them and have breakfast, or you see them at church, or, you know, it's great.
And that's one of the things too about now starting a business is that, you know, we built a lot of relationships. We have a lot of friends here, and we want that to continue. We want that to grow. So when you're doing business, you need to do business really, really well. And regardless, we would do that, but especially here where you want people to share good things about you and their experience, because, you know, they're going to tell their friends and they're going to tell their friends. So we hope that our business grows primarily by word of mouth.
I have absolutely no doubt that that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you've already shared some stories with people who are already raving about you.
Thank you.
So, yeah, I'm sure it's going to, hopefully you can keep up.
I hope that's our problem, you know?
Yeah.
Looking forward to that
It's
day.
kind of a nice problem to have, but not from a business standpoint when you have to say, I don't have that equipment today.
Yeah. Well, and that's where we look forward to when we have to say that. We want to start doubling up and tripling up. For example, on a skid steer, right now we just have one, but I'd like to have 3, 4, 5 of them if the demand's there for them.
Yeah, that seems like probably the most popular, and then backhoes. But yeah, if you were to start out and buy 20 pieces of equipment, just guessing based on what maybe your needs have been in the past, you could hit them. You could miss the mark.
Yeah.
So that's a perfect idea from a business standpoint. Is just, you know, you have access to the equipment.
Right. You know, one thing I'd like to say, just for making sure the community is clear, that as a new business and somebody who values living here and the friendships we built, we are not looking to be in competition with anybody. For example, there's operators out there operating backhoes and different things, and they are phenomenal. We're not operators. We're renting equipment for people who want to do things themselves and so on. Or we're supplying additional equipment to those who are out there who are doing it. So we don't want to undermine or undercut anybody who's out there running a backhoe, doing what they do. And we've had the benefits of that ourselves, the services here. So just want to make that clear, that we do not want to take any business away from anybody who's been longstanding here and working and have earned a name here. We want to come alongside and not be bumping around. We want to be hand in hand.
Yeah, you just work side by side with them, because these guys are busy.
Yeah.
You know, and if it's something small that you just want to spread some gravel or dig up a garden or something.
Right.
You know, I don't think you're competing at all with with the guys with the big tractors.
Right.
So, what is the best way for your customers to get a hold of you?
Well, there's several ways. You know, phone number. You know, my phone number is 602-740-5271. Always available. Give me a call. If I'm not available, if with a customer or something, I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Email is always great. r.equipmentrentals@gmail.com is our email. That'll come directly to me. Facebook is a great way as well. You can find us on Facebook at Roosevelt Equipment Rentals.
Again, message you from Facebook, right?
They can message me, yep. And we can get in contact that way. We are going to be building a website. That's not up yet, but it will be. But right now, there's 3 really good ways to be able to reach out to us. Or you know what, they can stop by. Yeah. Stop by and say hi and check out our equipment.
How about that? That's easy enough.
Yeah.
So I'll put Steve's contact information on this interview with a link to his Facebook page. And as you see the interview, you'll get the location address where his business currently is. Hoping to get over on the 188 soon, showing off his equipment. You know, some of those big flags out on the highway.
There you go.
You know, rental
There you go.
equipment.
Yeah, have one of those wiggly guys.
Yeah, get one of those wiggly guys. You can't sell anything without a wiggly guy.
You gotta have a wiggly guy. Yeah, it seems to be.
Well, thank you again for letting me come over and interrupt your hard work out back.
It's all right.
And feature your business. I think it's a huge addition to the community. I know that within the next 6 months, I will need some of your equipment. And maybe if I make you a nice dinner, you'll move it for me.
I would do that for you.
But no, it's been great getting to know you, visiting you. We're gonna go out and do a video, show you what type of equipment he currently has on hand. Not to mention his growing supply equipment.
Yeah.
So, and well, thank you all for being a part of the conversation today with Steve. Your engagement is super important to us, so if you would please just take the time to like, share, comment. It would certainly mean a lot to myself and to Steve. And,
Absolutely.
yeah. So if you happen to know anybody who would love to be featured on parkbench.com and like to have their business, their venture, their hobbies, stories, anything, we'll get it out there and share it with the community. My contact information will be at the end of this video, and you can also reach me through parkbench.com. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. So together, let's keep supporting our community, our local businesses here. It's what makes us the community that we are. And until we meet again, shop local and take care. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, we're outside with Steve. He's going to show us some of his fun equipment that he's got here that he has available for rent. So take it away.
Well, we'll just start working our way down the line. We have here a 1,000-gallon water trailer that has the ability to dispense water out the back to put out a spray, whether you're trying to keep the dust down on a road or an arena or whatever it may be, a construction site. This is great. As well as on the front, we've got a front hose that's like a big fire hose that you can spray and cover a lot of areas. So that's 1,000 gallons of water that is really, really needed up here. Over here, we have a Case 580 Super M skip loader, backhoe. This thing is a workhorse, can probably handle pretty much any job you can think of. This over here is a cool Kubota SSV 65 skid steer. This thing here has several attachments, not only the attachments that, like for the bucket, but down here in a minute I'll show you some other attachments that you can put on here that it's like a convertible, can change over to whatever you want it to be. Got a cab, it's got air conditioning, which by the way, the backhoe has a AC unit as well. This has got AC, it's got heating, it's just a beautiful rig. And then over here, brand new Sandy 35 Mini X. This thing is going to be phenomenal. It's a track machine. It's got a blade as well. It can dig down to about 12 feet deep. So when you want to go deep, this is what you're going to want. And then this over here is also brand new, a brand new dump trailer. It's a Diamond T, 14,000 pounds, 7x14 dump trailer, so you can load it up. It's got a cover to be able to cover all of your materials, and then when you get to wherever you want to be, you just raise it up and dump it, and you're done with it. And then over here is our flatbed trailer. It's a tilt trailer, which allows you to come up on the back of it because it tilts down. You drive up on it, and it just naturally goes to its natural position as a flatbed, and that's great for hauling, whether it be equipment, whether it be cars or whatever you might have. And then down here a little farther, it's just some equipment that looks a little bit like a mess now. But, it's got augers for big holes, whatever you want to be, different size augers. This is the hydraulic unit that drives the augers. Over here is a grapple. This grapple, be able to put on the skid steer as well. So now you've got a forklift or whatever you want it to be. So we're going to be adding, as I said, we're going to be adding a couple more pieces of equipment here in just the next couple of days. Another water trailer, 550-gallon water trailer, as well as a little bit smaller a backhoe with a skid loader on the front. So it'll be a little bit more comfortable for probably more people.
Sounds great. Check him out.
You bet. Come out and visit us. Give
He's
us a
got
call.
the equipment. Everything bigger than a lawnmower.
Yeah.